In other diet news, this is day 2 of the carnivore diet for me. What is going on, everybody? You are watching Luke's Life Lifting, and this is another edition in the Year to Yoked series. So today I'm going to be going over some diet changes that I've made recently and some big things that I've learned, showing off another back workout and releasing a plan that I'll get into a little later, as well as going over some progress. So let's get right into it. For those of you who have been following the Year to Yoked series, you know that back in December I started a cut. Now you may remember that I took my maintenance calories, which was at the time around 2,300, and cut them to 1,700, 600 calories a day. And I just went full throttle straight into that deficit and didn't even think about it. And it worked for a long period of time. I was losing some weight until it stopped working. Now, as you can imagine, this was very frustrating and confusing for me, and it ended up leading me to getting discouraged and starting to overeat again and losing some control over my diet because I couldn't figure out what was happening. I was eating 1,700 calories a day, I was starving, and I wasn't losing any weight. I was losing strength in the gym, motivation, and I wanted some kind of solution. And it turns out that I was facing a completely normal issue, and I watched a video by Derek from More Plates, More Dates about metabolism and reverse dieting, and that's when I learned that I had completely destroyed my metabolism. So this means that since I cut my calories so low so quickly, my metabolism slowed itself down to keep up with the amount of calories I was bringing in. Now this is a natural response to cutting, and it'll happen no matter how few or how many calories you cut. But since I cut so many calories so quickly, my metabolism caught up to that deficit pretty quickly, and eventually my maintenance calories became 1,700 instead of 2,300. This means that I was no longer in a deficit eating 1,700 calories, and that's why I stopped losing weight. In order to fix this problem, I began reverse dieting. This means I was slowly implementing more calories back into my diet so that my metabolism could catch back up and I wouldn't put on any weight as I sped my metabolism back up. So now I've worked my way up to around 2,000 calories, and I'm going to continue to add more calories every week until I reach whatever my maintenance calories are. I'll know that I need to stop reverse dieting once I start putting on weight. This means that I would no longer be in maintenance calories, I would be in a surplus of calories, thus adding more body weight. In other diet news, this is day 2 of the carnivore diet for me. But before I get into carnivore, let's jump in to what I eat in a day on carnivore. Now, if you watch my video on how to diet, you'll realize that me going on the carnivore diet kind of contradicts my own beliefs. And I still stand by what I said in my diet video, that things like carnivore and keto are fad diets and aren't necessarily the key to losing weight. And I've begun the carnivore diet for different reasons. First of all, I kind of just wanted to try it out.
Today and try it out, man. If you're in my building, try it out.
I tried out keto. Carnivore's never something I tried, and I thought it'd just be fun to give it a shot. But alongside that, carnivore is also helping me gain some control that I've lost over what I'm eating. For me, the more strict of a diet that I put myself in, the more strict I'll actually eat. In the last couple months, I've kind of lost some control over what I'm eating, and I'm starting to revert towards my old binging tendencies, and I kind of just want to kick that habit as best as I can, and the best way that I know how is actually to start the most strict diet I can. And that doesn't necessarily work for everybody that has a binging issue, but for me, it tends to help because it reminds me that I have control over my diet and I am in complete control of what I'm eating and how much. For me, a more strict diet equals more strict eating. All right, let's jump into my most recent back and bicep workout, and then I'm going to be sharing a workout plan with you. So before I get into sharing my plan, let's talk a little bit about my progress on my back. So I've been really happy with how I'm progressing in the gym. I'm adding weight and reps to everything. For example, you can see that deadlift that I was doing. I hit 10 reps with 315, which for me was a PR at the time of filming that video. Now I want to talk a little bit about the plan that I'm sharing with you that you can find down in the comments. So what I'm giving you is a full 6-day workout plan that you can choose to do whatever you want with. The plan is split up into chest and shoulders 2 days a week, back and biceps 2 days a week, and legs 2 days a week. So feel free to check out that plan. Like I said, it's available in the comments down below, and it is by no means perfect, but I was designing my own plan that I'm going to follow for a couple months until I get bored of it, and I thought I might as well share it with you. Feel free to change or tweak it as much as you would like, or just don't use it at all. Alright, now before I end this episode, I want to talk about some of my own progress in the gym and some of my goals, for the next couple months. I have some pictures I took in November of 2020, and I have some pictures that I've taken recently in mid-February 2021. And I know it's hard to tell. It doesn't look like I've gotten that much leaner, but there is an 8-pound difference between the two pictures that is not water weight. So I am leaning up a little bit. Even if you can't see it right now, you'll definitely be able to see it in the future. And in terms of my goals for the next couple months, for now I'm going to keep reverse dieting until I hit my maintenance calories. And then once I hit my maintenance, I'm going to stay there for about a month or so, just because I've been in such a deficit for so long that I just need a minute away from it. I've been dieting off and on for a year. I've kind of been doing it incorrectly, being in such a heavy deficit for so long. So I'm going to take a few weeks to just stay at maintenance and main gain for a while. And then when I feel I'm ready, I'm going to head back into a cut. Now the next cut I go into is going to be a lot different from any cut I've previously done, because I won't be cutting 600 calories a day. I will be slowly reducing my calories week per week as recommended by Greg Doucette and Derek from More Plates for More Dates. And I'll be cutting 100 to 200 calories per week through a combination of calorie restriction and implementation of more cardio. And hopefully cutting at a slower rate, fewer calories at a time, will prove to be more effective than what I've done in the past. That is it for this edition of Year to Yoked, but be sure to comment and like the video down below. And also be sure to subscribe to my channel, as well as follow me on Instagram at Luke_life_lifting. And I will see you guys next time.
Yeah! That's it. That's all I have.